Welcome to FHA 101. Jason Christiansen, guru of all things loan.
Right, mortgage loans.
Mortgage loans. And today we're talking about just FHA stuff.
Yeah,
Things.
the basics.
Tell me about the basics. FHA 101.
FHA 101. So this is explaining the United States Federal Housing Administration loan. Why
Okay.
they do it. It was originated to help people get into home, to promote home ownership, as they say.
Okay, so big picture, we've got FHA, we got VA, we got Utah Housing, we've got conventional, and we're talking about just FHA this time.
This is FHA.
Why did you decide to talk about FHA?
It's good to know what you're getting your clients into, help them know what to expect. A lot of times, by the time clients are getting a mortgage, everything else is already decided for them. So if you can get them a little heads up, knowing to expect yourself, it can really help out your clients.
And I presume we're going to be talking about maybe the strengths and weaknesses of the FHA programs and why they may or may not want to guide their clients toward FHA or not. But I guess in the end result, it's going to be the lender, you, that provides that sort of guidance.
Exactly.
Still, it doesn't hurt for a realtor to understand the letters and what's behind it.
Right.
Okay, let's go. What are the general categories of what we're going to be covering first?
FHA, we're going to go with who's eligible, the benefits of it, negatives of it, qualifications for it, short sales, bankruptcies, the MI, what to watch out for, how things are calculated. Very good.
What's step one?
Step one is who's eligible.
Okay.
So just about anyone can qualify as long as you make enough income, you've got sufficient credit, it's not very exclusionary, there's no income caps or things like that. There's good things about it. So like bankruptcy, you can be 2 years out from that. And foreclosures, like if a home
Only
was...
2.
Yeah, 2 years. It's got its spot. So, and then like if there was a home included in the bankruptcy foreclosure, it's only 3 years out. That's different than conventional, who it used to be a hard fast 7. Now it's if you can get to run AUS, but they typically don't run until it's been a few years.
What is AUS?
Automated underwriting system. So you're talking loan prospector, I can't remember, they've just barely changed to LPA instead of LP, and DU, desktop underwriter or desktop originator.
So these are programs written for guys in the mortgage business so that things funnel a little bit better.
Yeah, it helps the underwriters out. They'll give their feedback on a borrower's capacity to buy a home.
Consider me your home buyer, and I'm here, and maybe I had a bankruptcy, let's say 3 years ago. Apparently that's not a problem.
With FHA, correct. FHA actually will allow you to enter into a mortgage transaction while you're in bankruptcy if you can get permission from the court. So it's really lenient that way.
Does it change the interest rate?
Time from the bankruptcy doesn't change the interest rate as much as what caused the bankruptcy, which changed their credit score, will affect interest rate. But FHA interest rates are affected much less by credit score than conventional are. They just have a different structure.
Okay.
So you can get a lower interest rate with FHA into the lower credit scores than you can with conventional.
Lower interest rate.
Conventional tiers its rates about every 20 points. So you got your 740 to 720, 720 to 700, and then rates really jump on conventional and it goes on down the tier. FHA, your 720 down to 680, and 680 down to 640 are your tiers where your credit score really affects the rate.
How much of a difference is it?
There's so many other factors that go into it, like what rates are at, that it would really just talk to your lender in those cases. The thing that you would want to look at then, if you can get your credit score up, is refinancing out of an FHA to drop the mortgage insurance and getting into conventional loan. Typically FHA to FHA, there's not enough change in the rate to make it worth your while.
So FHA's interest rates are more stable compared to some of the others.
They're just not tiered as heavily on your credit score.
Got it.